So welcome again. Family Bank finally listed yesterday at a price that we never thought, but it was listing by introduction. So today I want us to see what happened on day one and after day one, and what to expect going forward. Reference price was 18, that's what was approved. But ideally on listing day, it went to the highest of 50. So I want to go through that so that you understand what happens in the market. The systems we are seeing here, I've talked about them in the previous videos, and there are those people who may have doubted what I've said, but ideally, if I go through this video now, you start appreciating some things that when you rush to release a system that is not fully and properly developed, you expose investors. And happy to note that the price is coming down. Don't be in a rush. You wait for the prices down. Family Bank still remains the same bank. It has not changed. By the end of this week, we will have gotten to a good entry price. Don't be in a rush. Don't be in a hurry. Just keep that money there. You'll be buying very soon at a very good price. The market is still determining the price in the market, and my name's Peter Chegemugo under my Wealth Guide KE, and I want to clarify that this channel, these accounts are not related to any broker. So I wanted to make that clarification so that we don't conflict each other because of some unnecessary argument. It's not related to any broker. And welcome. That's my WhatsApp number. The channel is on TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, my Threads, Facebook, WhatsApp, both groups and channel, and Discord, and also LinkedIn. And you're free to join as long as you don't spam those groups. So what happened on day one? I think previously I'd done a video and I told you 18 was a reference price. It was not fixed. It was listing by introduction. Anything could happen, and I said price could go up and could go down. So your Family Bank was one of most anticipated listing in NSE, and you have seen the hype behind it. The price listing was set to 18, but that was a reference price. But then we saw that price moving all the way to up to 50 on day one, which is very unfortunate for those who bought at that price, but I will explain why. So some trades, they executed at a very much high price. Right now it is trading at around 23.40. From 50, that's a loss of around 26.6. That's a huge loss before you recover. But anyway, I'll come to that. It's a paper loss because you have not sold, but if you make a mistake of selling, then it's a very huge loss. Half the amount you put in is not simple. It also hurts me. When I started this channel, I started because of these mistakes, so that you don't make mistakes that are very costly. Even if others come and joke in the channel, they may not understand why I'm doing this, but I don't want people to lose money, irrespective of the platform you are coming from. As I said, I'm a pioneer of this system, so I know what is what. I've seen changes in NSE, and I know what is what and where you can make mistakes. Unfortunately, others may have gone, greed can supersede interest for others. You just release something that's not fully kicked, and it exposes people. And I'll be going to that. What caused that large price increase on the first day? There is a difference between listing by introduction and listing through IPO. They are not the same. I think people who made these mistakes, ideally, the people who caused others to make these mistakes thought listing by introduction is the same as IPO. In IPO, first of all, shares are offered before trading. You apply, you wait at a fixed price. That price doesn't change. On listing day, it is the same opening price. Then the market starts to look for the favorable price. And by this time, already demand and supply have already built up. The supply is coming from the people who are applying that time, the IPO period. Now, those people who are opted out and they want to buy again, or you continue, you can buy, or you have not been fully allocated, you can still come and buy from the market. So you find demand and supply for IPO listings. They kind of balance. Huh? Now, listing by introduction, and I insisted on this. It is existing shareholders who bought on OTC, over the counter. They are the ones who are bringing the shares. And market may determine price immediately. It is not fixed. Even if they said it is never fixed. It is the market to determine. It is ideally your mistakes and weaknesses in the system that determines the opening price. When I said this, I think I always get this backlash, but ideally I'm never bothered. But whenever you say something that you are sure of, you never ask somebody who may try to show the opposite. But a lot happens. Market and systems are the ones which you determine. And at this point, you are subjected to price discovery risk, actually higher price discovery risks, especially if the systems don't protect you and there is quick to launch just product and there is no supply, or supply is supported by somebody who is looking for returns to give others. What do I mean? As I said, Family Bank, there was an entity that owned part of it. Forget about the government entity. Those ones, they don't sell. So let people stop misreading us. Huh? Some of the government entities, they don't sell. It's ideally entities which you would not think, because they buy, as I said, special funds and money market funds also invest in NSE. So those ones, they have flexibility of selling because they need returns for their investors. And I believe you have seen even some of them even coming out to disclose some things that should not have happened, because it tells a lot. Huh? So the existing shareholders who had bought at the OTC, and maybe they bought at a low price of 16, they wanted to exit and take those profits. And please, if you have those shares, don't be in a rush. There's nowhere Family Bank is going. Yes, it will drop, because I will explain. There is no enough supply in the market. It has to build up. And how does it build up? People have to buy in the market. But most of, I know what they are doing, sell, then come and buy back. I hope you won't make mistakes. It's also a good timing where you sell high, then quickly come and buy low, then you start building. But watch prices. And usually at that point, you may find demand is usually low. For listing by introduction, because that type have not been created much, but you find in other cases, for not like in case of Family Bank, demand could have been low, but systems exposed many people. So why did the price rise very fast? First of all, and I'll keep on saying this, Peter is a pioneer of most of the systems they are seeing there. Apart from NSE and CDSE, and those ones I'm not the pioneer, but I tested. I know how they work. All the others, broker back office systems, the apps you are trading with for broker, and if you look, it is the same. Dosika and My Stocks. Actually, My Stocks was the first one after we integrated. They quickly sold to NSE as Dosika. Now I believe they are moving out of Dosika. NSE are now supporting ZD, which ideally is my baby before people went and behind took it to the market quickly, and now the effects are being felt. Why? These systems connect differently. And please, before you even share screenshots or try to show people how you know these systems, be very, very careful. Why? These systems connect differently. Broker systems first connect to their system to validate everything. ZD, connect directly to NSE, it is subjected to open price policy by NSE and 10% rule when it applies. Why am I saying this? Because there is a weakness where the systems that connect to the broker validate with broker. Sometimes broker, ideally some mistakes by broker can save you. Because if broker have not really opened the price or they put the reference point of 18 and ideally there is no mistake by broker, that was the difference point. Otherwise, NSE should have given a difference point. And they are the ones who even vetted this system. So if there was any limitation beyond 36, ideally they also know. So some of these systems, and I'm not saying some, actually ZD exposed people to open day price. While broker systems ideally have an upper limit, and thank you so much that these didn't expose, because we would be having chaos in the market. This is an error that saved many. Because we just click because of the hype in social media. You want to praise, you just click quantity. You don't even change the price you submit, and maybe it has picked the current price of 50. You will execute if you have money. It will go through. Now, ZD, even it is worse. It is not validating cash with any broker. It is validating the M-Pesa as long as you have money. And it is a quick execution, quick debit. An executed trade cannot be reversed. I have said this before, and I will say over and over again, an executed trade can never be reversed. So broker systems, because of that limitation up to 36, and I think it's not a 10% because it could be a buffer of 50% from the listing price of 18. So it protected many from executing trades above 36. And that's why I'm saying all the trades that executed that day above 36 price are coming from ZD. It's not broker system. So don't blame any broker. Blame the platform you're using because it exposed you to open day price. And I said, when I did that video on ZD, most people actually were fighting me saying I had issues. I didn't have any issues. Me, actually, the systems I've done, I've left them. And I keep on supporting. I don't feel to support. But when people are quick to release anything, they don't look at the weaknesses. Because the same system did IPO for KPC without listing by introduction is the same. NSE should have known better how this works. And now the mistake is these people are just putting prices there. People who don't know. ZD is also marketing to you. You want quickly buy, then there are people waiting for you to sell. And I'll come to that slide so that you understand you are playing with a very risky. Is it risky or how would I rephrase this? Not serious. I'm looking for a good word. Not attentive. I'm looking for a good word. You know, I'm not good in English. They are called traders. I'm looking for a word. When I find it, I'll tell you. These people, they are watching what you're doing. A mistake by you is an opportunity as long as they have a client who is selling. It is not, and I said, there is no rule they break. It is you who is playing with the wrong systems. I'm coming to those slides so that you understand your mistakes will cost you heavily. Following wrong information, you're coming to make jokes where they are not supposed to be jokes. Those jokes will cost many people. And that's why I've decided to be a bit serious. NSE, it's not something to take right. It's money you're putting there. You will lose it as you watch. And you'll be blaming NSE market. While the mistake is you and system, because you are not even checking the system when you are submitting the order. Be cautious. This market can mess you. So because of that early excitement that was created, I don't want to go into details, but there were people who are hyping it. We'll be the first one to launch listing by introduction, but they didn't get exposed. They are clients. Now, I would want anyone in ZD who bought Family Bank to just go to their portfolio valuation. Check the loss you have made so far. It is day 2. And now, the price is dropping. Because when you're pricing the order, first of all, you didn't check the pre-filled price and pre-filled quantity. You just want to buy quickly. And because now when you multiply the quantity that is there times the price is what you have in your M-Pesa, it will go through. Now compare that with a broker. First of all, there was a cap to 36. They are also checking whether you have funds. If you don't have funds, that order will be rejected. Again, there were some issues that came up before they were sorted in the brokerage side. The 50 price had already been hit. You are very lucky. If you didn't hit those prices, you are very lucky. Because sellers are watching for mistakes. And most of these sellers, I will defend the brokers because broker system didn't have even the holdings. Those who tried to sell, they know. Because ESE did not provide it. So where were these sales coming from? From the main trading system with very careful, experienced trader with over 10 years experience in the market dealing with that system from 8 to 5. That's somebody who is knowing what they are doing. They see you're pricing up a price of 50. They have a client who is selling. It is open market. Rules apply. They are not breaking any rule. What do you expect? Clear. They didn't break it. Nobody broke any rules. It is weaknesses in the system and our mistakes. There are also those people who are testing the system. You stop testing these systems. OpenD is not day to test any system. And you're testing whether the order will go through. My friend, as long as the system connects to NSE, that order will go straight and in a flash overlooked, it has executed and there is nothing you can do. Otherwise, when you started to buy shares, did you check trading rules? What do they say? Even if you go to CME, that's what they will ask you. Didn't you read trading rules? And we have so many inexperienced traders who want to show others we know. You want to praise, my friend. There are people waiting for you on the other side, and here there are the people. You have this experienced trader who is trading on behalf of the client. He can see the mistakes. A price of 50, he can even see, and he's trying to order what you are doing, and he knows this is an opportunity. At a price of 50, I will not buy for my client, but I will sell for another client. That client needs profit. I need to maintain. He will hit you. Then when he hits you, everybody panics. Price starts to drop. The same trader will say, imeanza hata sina haraka. Why should I be struggling here? Let the price come to me. He's there 8 to 5. So he's waiting for you. Traders are actually waiting for you. And they know the liquidity aspect. As it builds, they know the right time to enter. They don't do valuations which are confusing people out there that you want to quickly buy. They are watching the market. You have now a client who have the broker platform which has protected them. And when they see that mistake of 50, they pull back. Again, they also wait because they can see the arrow, it is dropping. Again, they decide we will not place the orders. And when the price drops slowly, we will use GTD. The same concept that is used by the traders. They put an order for a number of days at a lower price and you wait and you relax. The outcome of these two is different from somebody who was trading in ZD. Because ZD, first of all, you can't put a GTD. And I want to clarify that you can't. It doesn't have a way of saving orders. I said I'm a pioneer of this. I know nearly even the weaknesses. I wish sometimes people wait for things to complete. And I hope Dosika and my stocks have not decided to connect again directly to NSE. Because now you'll be very much exposed and you'll be blaming a broker. Know the system you are trading with and where it connects before you trade. Those seeker in my stocks are not broker. They connect through the broker. And always check whether they validate. I will not give you clues. You have a broker you can trade with. Don't go to some of those systems blindly. Know what you're doing. The same data you have with them is the same data you have with the broker. Now ZD is even once. It connects to your M-Pesa. So it is not validating with broker cash. So if you have money in your M-Pesa, expect it to clear. And remember, the only chance you have is just a nukta. The only war between you and your mistake and your M-Pesa is your careful hand and your careful eye. You check the prices, you check the quantity. And that hand, you tell it slowly press after you confirm. Immediately you confirm, it goes straight to NSE. ZD doesn't connect through a broker. It executes, updates your M-Pesa. You have no time. And that's why some of these prices were executed, because broker systems, the highest they could go was 36. And I'm very happy for that error, because many people would have suffered the consequences. Trading system cannot make a mistake. This is an experienced trader who is praising. How will they praise at a 50? And they can see. Not even that, they can see your orders. You know, when I talk about some of these things, people feel, and I'm very happy, even NSE, you are also following me on my social media. I don't know, I'm trying to understand what is this that is in my channel that NSE doesn't know. They're the ones who have the system, they have the market. And uzuri wa Peter, he doesn't block anyone. You come, even NSE, come, we run together. But let's avoid some of these mistakes. This was a very avoidable mistake. We could have avoided if we didn't rush. If we let the system to be completed. Anyway, it's nothing to complain, but I want people to know the systems you are using will expose you. And you'll be blaming a broker. ZD, I don't know who you blame, because there is no broker. The broker behind it is Kestrel. The reason why they rushed, but we always say, karma is the worst thing, but it is coming to the wrong people. It should not be hitting the client. It should not be hitting the client. That's why when I tell you use a broker platform, don't put an emoji of to laugh or a bad comment. I know what I'm saying. You'll be exposed to so huge losses that you never recover. Now tell me, the person who have bought a Family Bank at a price of 50, when will they sell? Co-op itself in ABSA are struggling at a price of 30. This year I've started to drop. I'm coming to that slide and I will explain so that we don't have wrong information again. How will they recover? You know, it hurts me. Even if there's somebody who exited at a high price, and I always say a mistake of one is a benefit to the other. It also hurts me when you buy at high prices, which you will not be able to recover. This is not GLD. It's not SMWF where weakness in demand or supply can allow you to recover the money. This is a share that will build demand very soon. We are buying. It will also build supply soon, because the people who are buying right now, they are the ones who will be selling together with the people who are who bought in OTC. Now, this is the first mistake people made. Very early in the morning, somebody putting a price of 2,300. And I asked myself, what is this person doing? It is not broker platform that did this. Let's not even argue. This is not the broker platform. It is the ZD. It is not the trading system from NSE. A trader, experienced trader, cannot place a bid of 1 share at 2,000 and a bid of 1 share at 300. They only cap it here. And I hope my stocks and Dosika are not connecting directly to NSE, because that's another expose. And we need to audit some of the, not me, I said we. CMA needs to audit this system. Dosika, my stocks, and ZD, to make sure people are not exposed to some of these things. Because how, I don't know which word to use. How do even NSE allow you to put this price, even if it is open? Surely. Buying Family Bank at 2,000. What if it executed? Assume there was no, if people who are selling were very smart, and I don't know why they never thought about it. You hold shares. But I know there could have been a market maker who I suspect would also be the people, and I think I talked about them, Mansa X. I hope they are not the one, because they would have taken this advantage. Come and hit this 2,000. And let people stop playing the market. That's also work. You know, you people, you're playing with something you don't know. Don't think Peter here just talks from nowhere. This mistake would have costed somebody entire life recovering this. When we Family Bank got to 2,000. But then, as I said, at auction time, market finds the best possible price. And I know it found its possible price. You see in the next price. And these are the mistakes that cost people who bought at 50. Just placing order, you are trying the system. You have seen a message from Safaricom. Family Bank listing today, buy. You want quickly, and you forget it is connecting to your M-Pesa. You have money. So some of avoidable mistakes. They hurt me when people buy at these high prices. When will you recover your money? And it is the same people who caused the share to open at 40. It opened at 40, not 18. You can see on the graph. This is yesterday. And you can see there was no demand, there is a price. There are people who are willing to sell quickly at these high prices. Then what triggers somebody to buy even a share at that heat? And you can see there is a high supply. And it is 111. Those are one person who are doing that. I'm very happy when I'm doing some of these things for free. Because I wish some of the people who are buying at these places get access to these videos, they understand what they are doing. Now notice 40 to drop to 36, then they pushed prices up to 50. And I'm very sure this 50 price is coming from ZD. As you notice, the only time you can blame the broker is the price of 36. But again, broker systems have also a limit. You can't put the exact highest price. And after the market started to stabilize, that's when the brokers came in. At the price now that went lower of 22, those ones now you can blame the broker, because now the broker had came in. But these high prices, don't blame the market, don't blame the broker, blame ZD. That's where the problem is. And I wish the developers of ZD can go back and start thinking. Instead of exposing people to open prices, you at least have a sitting. And don't be happy when you are launching, because yes, you get your career out there, but how many people have lost? Ideally, that's a 50% loss. Now today, 10% would have been restored, and sanity is back. And as you can see, the price now ranges 23.40 to 28.60. So you are protected as a buyer to the highest of 28.60. And the sellers the same, they are protected from spillage downward. But now notice this screen. When you click on the system, apart from the app, they prefill the quantity for you and the price. I believe that could be happening even from the other systems. If that is happening, be very, very careful. When you're pricing, always change prices. So today, everything is back to normal. A 10% rule applies until the next time they are making a corporate announcement. And why is now the price falling? Remember, those high prices were not even justified. It is ZD doing it is ZD work. Now, mambo it is ZD, and people lost hope, withheld buy powers, and that's why the prices are dropping. Market is still trying to establish the correct price. Why? There is no enough liquidity in the market. You only have the sell side, people are withholding the buy orders. So these have pushed the sellers to sell quickly before they lose, and eventually you have broke the lowest price for the day. And when you broke the lowest price of the day, it doesn't mean there are no buyers. And please, some jokes are expensive. Don't make some jokes in the market. Buyers have not gone anywhere. They are there. They are buying now. They are subjected to that price. It's either you buy that or you leave. You can't change that price. And because the buyers now withholding price, they have known it to come down. And now we have seen supply trying to suppress prices down. That's what is resulting in downward price pressure. And if you notice today, the lowest price you can put is 23.40. It does not mean there is no demand. It's only that no demand, they don't have any other price. If 23.40 is the lowest for today with 10%, then they can only place their orders there, and there is already 1 million. They either clear that 1 million to be able to place their own price of 23.40, or they buy at that. So today, any order you put, even market, trade just that. With all these huge orders, expect now the price to fall again tomorrow, because the lowest tomorrow will go down by 10%. So today the lowest is 23.40. So don't chase these prices. Don't buy because everyone is buying. Share will come down. And fear of missing out. I want to buy quickly before. There is no way Family Bank is going. The people who are buying right now are the ones who will be selling to you at a lower price. So don't be in a rush. Market will still fight itself. Always buy, as I said, on value. What are you getting into? What are you getting after? And I want to really break something down into the basics so that you understand. P ratio, return on equity, return on investment, I will break them to the lowest point you can understand, so that you know that theory we are relying out there is not meant for us. Those valuations, they are specific for the company. Your value is not in the company, your value is in the market. Otherwise, have you taken your money to the company? Where have you taken your money? To the market. You bought shares from the market. That's where your value is. Stop valuing the company. Value your shares in the market. And I will explain in the simplest language. It's only that sometimes I don't like doing some things that may trigger negative reaction to me, because I'm not that easy. I don't take some of these negative comments lightly, because I know where I'm coming from. Some of these technologies, the way they mean, just sit down as a layman and try to understand that. We have been consuming the wrong thing. And I'm saying your value is not in the company. Your return on equity is not based on the company. It's based on what you have, your shares. I know that will confuse many, but I'll come to that. Why? Because some of these things, the theory that people are circulating in the market, it makes the market look like you have to be a finance person to own shares. I said in the previous video, the people who are making money in NSE don't even know what they are doing. They only know I'm buying shares. Dividend comes, I buy more. When it comes another one, I buy more, I'm not using. What are they doing? First of all, they are buying ownership of a company. They're investing. When dividend comes, they reinvest. They're using DRIP. And let me clarify something. Shares, that's where money is. Don't be told by anyone you can't make money. Those are people who are looking for opportunities to sell products to you. I can read it from far. When you say you need 500,000 to make money in NSE, I know what you're saying. You're trying to tell somebody, go to Mansix. I can see that. That's why I said in my channel, please don't try to do anything on special funds and money market fund until I create those groups. But those groups, we also said so many out of my WhatsApp channels and groups. And I said once we leave, we part for good, because I don't want to entertain some things. You can make money even with 100 shillings consistently invested. I said that, and I'll come to that comparison between shares and special funds. The only reason why those money market funds look profitable is because you have to start with a minimum of 500,000. That with a month you can see returns. Put that 500,000 in shares. You'll even be wondering what you're doing in special funds if you put in the correct shares. They don't give you full returns. There is another one with 100,000. If you put that 100,000 in shares, but somebody will come and tell you you don't need a lot of money in shares. Build with what you have. Have a plan. Create a plan and be patient. Usikuwe na haraka. Hii soko haitaki haraka. Then let nobody lie to you. Ati kwa market unaweza nunua gari, unaweza nunua shamba, unaweza nunua plot. You have to invest. Usiweke 1,000 then mtu akwambie you can. I don't know why people are. Why do people lie? You're telling somebody if you put 1,000 you can buy a car. You know, I was shocked. Somebody telling me that and I'm like, where? Even bet, unless you're betting and you're risking. There's no other place I can see. Sometimes we have to be serious, and that's why sometimes when you see me reacting and even checking people out, it's because I know what I'm getting in through. You will post, somebody will come to me and ask a question. Then I will feel sorry for that person. Why then entertain you to continue tormenting others? Let's start the paper loss, because the people who bought at 50, these prices of 50, they have not really lost. It's only that recovering that loss is not easy. It's called paper loss, unless you sell. When you sell now, you realize the actual loss. Now the problem is recovery time. 50% loss. For a share like this one, which I've just listed, it will take years. And possibly you might pass that wealth to generation without recovering it. That is the hardest truth. And dividends alone will not even be able to offset that. I know I've talked, but I usually become emotional when I see when somebody is trying to lead people to the wrong direction. It doesn't sit well with me. It's money you're putting in. You're not putting money in the market to lose. Nobody put money in the market to lose. It's only weaknesses in the system and our quick action to own a share. Don't be quick to own shares. Don't be quick to own shares. Secondly, shares have the best value. Invest locally and international market. You even be wondering where these returns were before you invested. Invest properly. Avoid social media noise. People are looking for money and business. So when you see in my group somebody posting, always read, that's a marketer, but when their admin sees, of course, that might be the last time you see that post. You know what I mean. I don't want to expose anyone to some of these mistakes. Invest properly. Invest properly. It is your money, yes, but losing that money. Boy, you know, people think you can come and buy and sell at any price in the market. But you can only on a 50 now, you can come and put at 100. When 10% rule is restored, that's when you realize, hey, I made a mistake, irreversible mistake. There are rules. Please make sure you align yourself with the trading rules properly. Because some of things are going to be able to cover. There is a lot to cover. But align yourself with those rules. Understand what is possible and what is not possible. Because it won't go too far before consequences are felt. We have already felt it yesterday. Today, again, there are people who will feel it. Those who are quick to buy. A share that you see that is blocking like this, don't even buy. You wait for the price down. Hata usinunue Family Bank wapi, usinunue at this price. Tomorrow it will go to 21.06 will be the lowest. Sikuwe na haraka. Then tomorrow they come and sell again. They broke with another 10%. Si tumerudi kwa 18. Does the listing price come now close? But don't expect it to go too far. For those who are saying it will go even below that price, this share can shock you. Right now, it is a supply which is building up. The people who are buying, they are slowly building up. Acha ianguke, and most of the people bought at OTC at around 16. The prices you are seeing here, they are selling to buy when it goes down. Now they have sold. They are also waiting like you. What will you do? You will now start pushing price up. Hii mchezo mtacheza na Family Bank, but please don't play that game. Buy value. As you can see, sio watu wengi. 9 plus 1, that is 10, 11, 21, 22. 22 people, they are the ones who are dropping the price. But you see headline, Family Bank dropped the huge price. Ask Peter, these are 21 people. This share should be trading above 100. By now, it should have more than 200 people queuing. Not this. This is very small. This is very small. 21. This is very small. You can even tell who is selling if you are not able to read. You can tell. If you're not able to read this data, you can tell. I believe this is not a client. 900,000. This is not a client. 100,000. This is not a client. 167,000. This is not a client. Do some research. And when I say this, I'm not checking can you see any NSE trading system? Misi agari said ati naangalia what you are also viewing on the app and the portal. Vitu zingine is just what you have been given out as information. Fact sheet for Mansa X. It says they invested in Family Bank shares. I have not much to say. This is the reality. Ideally, this share have no demand or supply. Just a few people who are moving the prices, playing with the market. And ZD people just hitting prices. If you are trading on ZD, be very, very careful. In broker platform, don't just buy. Please rethink the decision. And I've said, if you see any share on the offer side or ask side which have blocked the bid side, the bid are only subjected to the highest price of 23.40. Don't buy that share, wait for price to come down. These are shares that will drop tomorrow. If it blocks again at 21, don't even buy, wait for it below that 20. On the other side, if you see a share that is blocking on the bid side, that suppliers are forced to sell at the highest price, it doesn't mean they have gone anywhere. They can sell at that. People are still buying at 23.40. As you can see, 12.36, there are orders which are executing. So they know where people have gone. Orders are still executing, only that now they can't queue because we have blocked as the sellers. If you see the buyers blocking as a seller, don't sell, wait for price to come to you. I'll be coming to all this video. Me, I want to open this market for you. Free of charge. But again, I reiterate, Don't spam my groups, please. Because I know there are people who don't want to hear this. There are people who want to run. There are people who want to run. Please. If only the people who bought at 50 Zaki had the opportunity, they would not have made those grave mistakes. They would not have made those grave mistakes. Don't be a statistics to anyone. Secondly, when you buy at high prices, you become news to somebody else. Go to social media now, it is saying what? Family Bank were very successful. People made profits at those losses. Who is these other losses? News. Breaking news, Family Bank listed. Highest price 50. But when you bought at 50 and now it is at 20, half that price, do you feel the joy? No. So basically there's somebody who is very happy where you are making mistakes. I wish people could get access to some of these information. We could not have had these mistakes. I wish people waited to make sure systems are correct. We do not have had these mistakes. Thank your broker for saving you. Otherwise, it would have been chaos. I'm here. You can see how many orders. Let's even go here. This for yesterday. You can see how many people are selling. Yet the market, it was successful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people ndio waliterrorize the market jana na hiyo price ya 45 to 43.50. But the buyers 1, 2, 3, 4 add to 20, 24. 24 against 4. Split is the number of orders, and it may mean the actual number of people who have placed the orders, unless they have split. But I don't expect somebody to split the order again in 22 small orders, no. So 24 people are competing against 4. Against 5, what you can see, because there is additional data. What does that tell you? We make mistakes, I believe, knowingly. Because if you're still buying Family Bank right now, ask yourself, what are you doing? I've said 11, 12, 13, around 22 people. They are the ones who wanakupatia pressure ununue. Sometimes hata nyinyi wachaneni na hizi shares at the some prices. Unless you have money to lose. Coop and Absa, they have been in the market for the longest. What is their price? They are the lowest in the banking sector. Don't try to compare these that you say iko 23, Absa iko 30 ama 28. This share just listed. And supply have blocked demand. Price will continue dropping. So what are you buying actually? What are you buying? I will be coming to that video explaining this screen and explaining the opposite of it and bid blocks. And as I said, please, don't repurpose my videos and notes. I know what I'm doing. You'll end up misleading people. Please. I beg, don't do that. I know what I'm doing. 20 years plus in the market is not easy. And finally, don't mislead others. And don't take advantage of anyone in the market. Karma has its way. Don't take advantage of anyone. I'm not saying in terms of prices. I'm not saying about making profits here. I'm talking about misleading others. Don't try to take advantage of somebody who doesn't understand the market at all. Market have a way of paying you back. If you can't help, just leave that person. Let them continue with their life without losing. But don't tell somebody to come to NSE. They will make money quickly. There is no quick money in NSE at all, at all, at all. Thank you so much. I know this was a bit emotional. We'll meet in the next one. It's because people have lost money and it is here. It has me. When is this person didn't cover? Okay. They're already at 50% loss. It's going to 60, 70, close to 80. Then we expect Peter to sit down and convince the same people here, the 24 people, that market is good. Yet right now they're in loss. There are people who had bought, remember these 1057, there are those who had bought at 50s and 40s. How even NSE, can you convince these people the market is good? Sometimes we say it is open price policy. There's a lot that needs to be done on ZD. There's a lot that needs to be done on ZD. And the regulator should not sit down and watch people make these losses. It's unfortunate, very unfortunate. Thank you so much. Tupatane in the next one. And now, serious things. It has restarted, nothing we can do. They have lost. They will recover whenever market comes up. Hopefully, they don't sell. As I said, if you bought at these prices, don't sell. You just hold. Now enjoy dividends. But you can DCA if it wasn't many shares. If it was more shares, you can DCA. If it is a lot of shares, unfortunately, DCA can't do a lot. Yeah, you need a lot of money. Go to my calculator. The DCA calculator is on my blog. Try to do that DCA to see how many shares you need. I would actually come with that scenario. Let me even note it somewhere. Note it somewhere. You need to do that. DCA for family bank, for those who bought it, 50, 40, 30, and those who are still buying today at 24, we make assumptions of 1,000 shares. Somebody who bought 10 shares, somebody bought 100, and there's another one who felt the market is good, they can buy even 10,000. If we can help them with the DCA for this, we see if they were to buy, assuming, leo tumeipush to 21.6. Kesho tubarikiwe sema venye tunauza, tuipush with another 10, so 21, to come to around 19 point something. Then the following day, tukue breast, totally breast, tuipush now to the lowest of ifikia our listing price. To assume huyu mtu mwenye amenunua 40, 50, 30, 24, they can buy more shares at 18. We see how many shares they need. And capital needed. So that we know when they are doing calculation with PE ratio, they have been told it takes how many years. PE ratio ya Family Bank ni gapi? Sitaki kuiguza saa hii juu nikifanya na the current price, kuna vitu hazitaigiana, price over the earning. So a 50, if you divided by the price they bought at, because ideally now, watu wenye wamenunua, and these are the things I'm saying, theory haki inapotosha watu wengi. Mwenye amenunua na 50, akifanya PE ratios, because it is price over earning per share, yeye hatafanya na price ya 24. Si amenunua na 50, si atafanya na hiyo, because that is the time it takes to recover his money. He bought at 50. Sijui kama tunaelewana. Sasa some of these terminologies, they don't apply to hapa. Your PE ratio should be in the market, not in the company. It's the company that is supposed to be wondering how long they will take to recover the money they have used to start that company. Ama your value is there. Na pesa yetu imeenda huko tukinunua. Key mathematics ya finance inakuwa ngumu. I know sasa comments zitakuja kukuja, but I want us to be serious. Now huyu mtu amenunua na 50. Pili yake ya account na price gani? At account na ya 2340 ama account na 50. Okay. Acha niulize swali. Dividend yield ya huyu mtu amenunua na 50. Bado atacalculate na ya 2340. Juu tunaambia go dividend yield is dividend over the price. Tuache kupotosha wale wengine. If he's calculating dividend yield, it's what he has incurred. What value does he get from buying shares at that price? So mwenye amenunua 50, when you see people doing dividend yield, yako weka na 50. Not 2340, not even 18 ikishuka 18. The same thing. Hii ratio. Tuliambiwa na Didi Nyoro, time it takes to recover your money. Which money? You have not invested in the company. You have invested in your market, so your PE ratio should be in the market. Sijui kama tutaicalculate kwa market, na sasa na shido tutaicalculate aje in the market. But again, to assume we can calculate. Sasa mwenye amenunua na 50, bado atacalculate PE ratio na 2340. I wish we can make these terminologies very layman and stop taking advantage of others. Because everybody who asks you a question, ukimwambia Family Bank is a good share to buy at 18, anakuulizanga, and its PE ratio is good. Now, I'm just wondering, which PE ratio are you talking about? Yesterday, the PE ratio fluctuated from his price zote, because then how would you have calculated? Because it is price of earning. So which price did you use? Today, we are subjected to this price, but again, it has executed at 28.60. So which PE ratio are you using? Mwenye amenunua at those prices, wenye wamenunua na high na low, do they compare? Their PE ratio, is it the same? Their dividend yield is also the same. Hata kama that's why unaona nikitoa watu on my channel, because we are coming with too much theory, we forget what we are trying to value. You are valuing the company, I'm valuing the shares you have bought in the market. That's why your value is, it's not in that company. I know I'm triggering I don't shy from telling the truth. Because me, I don't want to take advantage. Ukuja nikwambia PE ratio is 8. Now, what price am I using that time? As of this video, the price is still at 2340, so we can argue the PE ratio at 2340 over the earnings, last earnings per share. And I wish I can get that, because the PE ratio now is different between wenye wamenunua leo zao ni different, but also very different than these ones. Anyway, but good news is I have a new admin. But tuachane na video today. Tupe serious haki. I have a new admin haki. Now your admin, he's not consulting Peter. When you spam the group, he's not good. But now sasa ukikuja kwa Peter kuniuliza amekutoa kwa nini, mimi sina explanation, because the new admin knows what you have done. When I reach out to him, because sasa when you come and confuse the beginners, then you go to another group you want to discuss. Now the group you have come from, I'm just wondering, then why did you join the group? I will not spare spammers. Now you understand why these prices should not have happened. These prices should not have happened. So when I kick people, just understand And I have not said you stop spamming, because if you have spammed previously, see, that admin have now is going slowly upward. You have to clean the market. The market have to be serious. You have to be serious. It's money you have put in the market. Nataka kuachia homework kidogo tu, mnikakiletie PE ratio ya Family Bank. PE ratio ya Family Bank. We'll mark that homework. Don't struggle with those terminologies, please. If you want to make money in NSE, the people who are making money in NSE don't even know what that is. They don't even know what they are buying. They only know I'm buying shares. Nanunuanga shares za BAT. Dividend kakikuja kwanza narudi nanunua zingine. Nanunua kwanza zingine kama Equity. Kakikuja nao nanunua KCB. Sinaenda tu naona bei vile iko. Naona hii imeanguka nanunua. Hata hajui inaanguka kwa nini. Anajua kuna ka dividend. Na those people, they are very loyal to AGMs. Haki. Wanaendaga, yes, apatiwe hiyo kama mvuri ama umbrella ama pen. But amesikia. We are making profits and we are giving a dividend. Ameelewa hizo vitu mbili. Anajua hii kampuni bado inapatiana dividend na ni ina make pesa. Hadi kusikiza, umeshaisikia kwa hizo AGM wakitalk about PE ratios. If they make sense, they will be talked to in those AGMs. I better tell you the truth so that you stop following the wrong things. And those people who are telling others in NSE there is no money, please, there is no point of telling others there is no money. Go to that product that is making money. Come on. Don't discourage anyone. I know you are looking for clients. Let's stop that. Let's stop that. People will not raise money because then the reason why I'm so much even against spamming. You find Peter amepost kitu itasaidia mtu, unakuja una make sure imehaidiwa, but then when you hide, I have pinned, they'll still see it. There is also announcement group which they can see. So ideally when we are trying to hide these, basically they'll still see it. And if I see you are doing the wrong thing, that might be the last comment. I have to protect people. And when I talk about ZD, I know what I'm talking. I'm defending people with lose money. Tupatane hiyo ingine. And from now, with my able new admin, we will help you now understand PE ratios. But homework tufanye. Mi nataka kuona hiyo homework. I will post kwa my channel. Kuja ucomment kwa YouTube, kwa hiyo video ya YouTube na TikTok. Nitaziweka huko. I will also split this niziweke Instagram. I want to reach as many as possible.